Alright guys, today we're gonna be reacting to 10 times WWE wrestlers. Got knocked out cold. Okay, let's go. That was like a spear jump there. Jeez, man. That was nasty.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and
That was
turn on those
crazy.
notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment down below, and I just might end up responding.
The word fake gets thrown around a lot when people talk about pro wrestling, but anyone who actually knows about this business knows that the training, timing, and potential danger involved makes this non-sport one of the worst decisions you could possibly make for the safety of your own body. And of all the ways to get injured, the scariest has to involve the big blows to the head, you know, from the concussions to the just
they do some
knockouts.
crazy
This
stunts.
collection of head trauma put wrestlers down a little bit
Boom.
longer than just a 3 count. I'm D Wicker from Watch WWE, and here's 10 times that wrestlers were legitimately knocked out cold. Number 10, The Miz. John Cena versus The Miz main evented a WrestleMania this decade. Isn't that like kind of weird? Cena had 3 events at the grandest stage of them all.
John Cena with long hair.
2 of them were against Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and 1 of them was against The Miz. Isn't that like even way weirder? Especially considering all 3 were intermingled in the same weird 3-year storyline. During the first of 3 matches involved, Cena took on Miz in a pretty solid match that saw them both find their way to the outside for a duration.
Jesus Christ, man, chill.
Miz would take not 1, but 2 very impactful spears on the raw concrete, with the second one busting him up real bad.
The back
Miz
of
was
the
out
head,
cold for a
man.
short period, during which, thankfully, The Rock was already cued to come out and cause some interference. All you need to see is Miz post-victory just a couple minutes later. Just, dude, look at his face.
John Cena got the better of The Rock last week on Raw.
Oh, there he is.
Number 9, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle might have won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck, but apparently he wasn't good enough to win the WWE Championship.
Damn,
with
his
a
neck is massive.
Freaking cushion. During SummerSlam 2000's main event, Kurt Angle was taking on both Triple H and The Rock for the title in a pretty good match that's only really memorable for the aforementioned freaking cushion. Triple H had Angle on the outside, set up for the pedigree on top of one of the announcers.
This could be so dangerous though, like, oof.
Unfortunately, all that Triple H big game H Papa Daddy of NXT leg power ended up doing was pushing said table downwards, completely crashing it, sending both men crashing to the floor below. It looked so bad. It was horribly embarrassing for WWE, revealing just how weak those tables really were, and the stunt ended up knocking Angle out and taking him out of the damn match for a good while.
Damn. Oi! Oh! Yeah, that was
Number 8.
nasty. Like, before they even jumped, they already collapsed.
Daniel Bryan, while Sheamus's massive
And it
boot
looked
to the
like he
forehead
hurt him
temporarily
before
took
they got
Bryan's
there.
career away from him. Maybe with moves like this happening all the time, it's no wonder he ended up.
Oh
the way
my
he did.
God.
On a random SmackDown episode back in
Jesus,
2011,
he's
Bryan
wild.
was facing off against Alberto Del Rio, which is the version of Alberto Del Rio's ring announce name. If you take away the rolling R's. Sounds pretty weird, doesn't it? Who is also pretty well known for some kicks. While Bryan was down, Del Rio went for one such kick and accidentally landed
That must have
right
hurt
on
though,
the temple,
holy.
dazing Bryan completely. He wasn't knocked out per se, but he did have to ask Del Rio a bunch of questions, such as, you know, hey, where are we? He didn't realize he was wrestling a match. Jesus Christ, maybe, just maybe, retirement would not be the worst idea for the man.
Yeah, man.
Dumb, because he told the world when he's going to cash in his contract. There goes the surprise factor, number 1. Number 2, the ego.
Number
Like,
7,
I knew, like, yeah, it's all practice and stuff like that, but sometimes accidents happen, man.
Sheamus.
Like,
The knocking out of Shamo didn't take place in the ring or on any
Are they-
programming.
Are they
Instead,
arm
the big
wrestling?
bad Irishman found himself on the losing end of a backstage scuffle against Yoshitatsu? What in the
Never heard of
hell?
this guy.
Does anyone even remember that guy? Seriously, answer in the comments below, because I basically grew up watching through this era and could not tell you one.
But then again, I only know
thing
like 2 guys.
he did. Well, anyways, according to reports, Shamo didn't only lose the fight, but ended up getting slammed down onto the concrete floor by Tatsu, completely knocking him out.
I think it's time we broke up.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Number 6, Chavo Guerrero.
It's a cool
While Billy
clip.
Kidman was an impressive in-ring talent, rumor has it he had a bit of a
Ooh,
reputation
that was
for being
sick!
a fairly dangerous opponent. He might have had the best-looking shooting star press in the business, but seriously, when you
What?
cut the air as closely as he always did, eventually something's
Oh, that was
gotta
Rey
go
Mysterio.
wrong. Just has to.
Oh,
And
ye-
it did
oh!
during a tag match on
Oh.
SmackDown. Chavo found himself in the drop zone before Billy went for the press. Unfortunately for Chavo,
That was
Kidman
nasty.
jumped just a tad, just a smidge to
Yeah.
the right, which when you're in midair results in a very big change, like a pair of knees going straight into Chavo Guerrero's face.
Chavo is out. Here's Kidman.
Oh yeah.
Whoa! Here's the cover.
Jesus.
Number
Is that a
5,
naked guy?
Vincent Kennedy McMannerisms. Well, yes,
God damn.
here's another entry we can't exactly provide footage of. The story surrounding it is a bit
Oh.
more interesting than just, an Irishman pissing off Yoshitatsu. Vince
What happened
McMahon,
there?
the famous owner of WWE, was ousted from hiding that position back at the 1997 Survivor Series. Guess where I'm going with this? That's right, the unfortunately legendary Montreal Screwjob incident where Bret Hart couldn't even find a way out of his own submission and tapped. What a puss. Now you know the story. Come on. Sean slapped on the sharpshooter.
I don't know.
Vince
Dude, I'm
comes
so
out,
new to
calls for the
WWE,
bell.
like-
Bret's off to WCW, but before he can make his way out of the company,
Is this a
he gave
presenter?
Vince a nice little parting gift delivered to the side of the head backstage.
Oi.
Stunning.
Oh. Oi.
Number 4, Enzo is an idiot. Caveat, in his post
Okay.
WWE career, Enzo Amore has proved that he actually does understand business and marketing fairly well, no matter how Johnny Knoxville
Damn, he's like the
he is
Lil
about
Pump
his
of
ways,
WWE.
i.e. trying to cause riots at WWE events after getting fired from the company. No, seriously. Really
Wait,
shouldn't be
what?
surprising he ended up getting the boot anyway, besides all the horror stories that came out over the years. Enzo was just pure
kinda
garbage
unprofessional.
inside of a wrestling ring. Nothing more than a rag doll to get beaten repeatedly to implore a big Cass hot tag. Enzo couldn't even
Damn,
get
this
that
guy really
right
hates
against
this guy.
the Vaudevillains when Simon Gotch went to throw Enzo out of the ring. Nice, simple baseball slide. Literally, all you have to do is slide. Just slide. You ever played baseball in 3rd grade? Just slide, you f***ing idiot. Nice and easy. And the idiot couldn't even get his head down in time before concussing himself due to whiplash. Wow.
Make it to the finals of this tournament now.
Yeah, let's see.
One match away.
Oh, you idiot.
Wow. You see the way that I'm talk about whiplash.
Number 3,
Oh,
Steve
that
Austin.
was
Stone Cold
disgusting.
might have been the toughest son.
He bent
inside
like a
WWE's
fucking
alumni page, but
paper.
his neck wasn't always on that same page. Back at SummerSlam 1997, the Rattlesnake faced off against Owen Hart in a usually forgotten Kiss My Arse match. Yes, arse. And that stipulation was still in effect despite the fact that Austin ended the match with a broken neck and paralysis. This match is infamous for pretty much ending the pile driver's usage in WWE because after Owen picked up Austin and just held him a little tad bit too low, just a smidge, and went for the driver, it pretty much disappeared.
What's
after
the
that,
driver? Is that a
Undertaker's-
move?
Barring Undertaker's tombstone variant. Undertaker's.
Yeah, is that this
And
thing?
as for Austin, he's not only found himself with the broken freaking neck and paralysis, but knocked out Stone Cold for about 15 seconds. He still won the match, too, by the way, and Owen had to kiss his arse because LOL Austin
Can we see
wins,
that clip?
I guess.
I think this was it, right? Oh, why is that? Oh, that's not good, man.
Number 2, The Undertaker. Well, CM Punk just made his return to the WWE, and in his honor, look in my eyes, what do you see?
Is that his walkout song?
Man's broken legacy. No, seriously though, look at The Undertaker after his match with Lesnar at Mania 30, and try telling me with a straight face that this man has any clue where he is. After taking a bump to the head a third of the way through the match,
Mysterio,
the
no.
Phenom found himself massively concussed and completely unable to heed the match, leading to Lesnar
What's
sorta
a big
just
guy?
dominating until the very shocking finish. Credit to Taker, not sure if there's ever a moment where he's straight up knocked out, which, like Lesnar at WrestleMania just over a decade earlier,
How old are
seems
these guys now?
almost goddamn impossible. Look at his eyes, man.
Fighting for their place in history. Undertaker signals it's over. Maybe he's not human.
And number 1,
Sheesh.
Shane McMahon. And
Oh, that
speaking
doesn't
of
look good.
eyes, Jesus, did Shane's tell a brutal story back at Survivor Series 2016. For some ungodly reason, Shane thought it necessary to put himself at the helm of Team SmackDown over, you know, the pro
His eyes
wrestlers
did
on his
not look
roster.
good,
But
man.
whatever. Shane's always been more stuntman than performer, so it's only natural that his knockout came after a big coast-to-coast. Attempting to dive on a fallen Roman Reigns, the big dog found a way up to his feet and into the air by the time Shane was making his leap of faith.
What was that
This
jump?
spear was awesome, but it was really obvious something had gone wrong, especially after getting a good look at Shane's face about 5 seconds later.
Don't think that's good, man. Again, the back of the head. He's donzos, man.
And those are 10 times that wrestlers were legitimately knocked out.
Wow, that was interesting. Jeez, I didn't know it gets that serious. Wow. Thank you for watching this video, and also thank you very much to all of my supporters over at Patreon. If you'd like to see these videos earlier, head on to Patreon. And if you want to see more videos, click the videos here for more videos from me.